Well, you're taking a mound here. I don't know if you've looked at the history when the Yankees and Red Sox. You're going to have to keep the ball down.
Trust me. I remember watching that game. It was 6-0 in the top half, and I went, "Oh my gosh, Jenny, look at this! It's 6-0." And then 5 seconds later, it was 6-6. I'm like, Yeah. As far as I know, this has been strategically designed for
Get some offense
less
involved.
airflow.
Oh, really?
Sprinters in there during the Olympics is what I was told. So that, like, there's absolutely no wind to get in the way of a ball going really far. But you can't hit a ground ball over the fence.
No, you cannot.
Wilson Contreras and Adam Wainwright touring London before Adam's start against the Cubs from London Stadium. And Waino joins us this morning on MLB Central. Welcome to London.
Waino?
You've pitched in 4 countries. You're so humble, and I always love how grateful you are. Do you ever kind of reflect on what this game has given you?
Yeah, and baseball's taken me not just to 4 countries. I mean, you think about all the wonderful cities of our United States that I got to play in, and all these incredible parks that I would have never got to see or play in without baseball. So, the traveling is maybe the hard thing for the families, but it's also great experiences that you'll never forget, and this is definitely one of those.
You mentioned the travel, and you said that this road trip is a good test for you guys. Queens, D.C., now London, a lot of miles, a lot of different time zones, but I think you would have to agree that you like the way your team has responded thus far.
I do like the way we responded. We could have mailed it in. You know, we were 15, 16 games under 500, coming up with a pretty brutal schedule. We're going literally across an ocean to play a couple of games, and you know what? We fought back hard. We played a couple of really good series, won a couple series in a row. We got a good team here. We just had to play like it, just had to play like ourselves and not put too much pressure on, just go out and play and have fun. And we got a little tight for a little while there, but we're back.
Have you met our new MLB Network colleague, Albert Pujols?
What was it?
Pujols.
Oh, word. How you doing, buddy?
Wait, you yelled something at him. What were you saying to him?
I was on the mound.
Yeah.
And I went to bounce the ball, and it almost hit me in the face. It bounced over my head. I'll show you in a minute here. I'll show you. But it's like a trampoline out here. The turf is like a trampoline. It's there's going to be some
the real grass. It's obviously the real dirt, but
there's going to be some tricky hops for sure. And the warning track has got brick crumbles in it. So somebody's coming home with some scratches on their wrists probably.
Here we go, right here. We had you.
Oh, wow. Did you see that?
Okay.
The first one I bounced on the clay, so it didn't do anything. I missed my spot. Look at that. Yeah, it's these balls that are going to be coming in from 100 feet up in the air, they're going to bounce, I don't know how many, 15, 20 feet in the air, for sure.
All right, I got it. We had Ollie on, your manager, and I said, Waino gets the ball in game 1. Was that done by design? You thought it wasn't this morning.
I don't know.
He said it was. He said he mixed in some off days, and I felt the same way in the WBC. That's what I felt like you were the perfect guy to set the tone in a different environment for everyone. You relax everybody.
Yeah, he was trying to come up with the right word. I feel like I came to the conclusion expendable was the answer. But I think, just when you've been around for a while, you can find yourself, you find ways to be comfortable in whatever situation that is. I remember when we were coming back from COVID and we hadn't played in 17 days, we had been in the Pfister Hotel playing catch into our mattresses for a whole week. They looked at me and they went, "Hey, we need you to start this game." And I wanted to start that game, I wanted to, because you can do whatever your mind thinks you can, and that's just a mental process that I go through.
Ray, I'm gonna switch a little bit because I know a lot about you.
Oh no, this could be dangerous.
I want you to talk to me about the adjustment that you have seen Nolan Gorman and Jordan Walker make as lately.
Yeah, well, I think Nolan's adjustment was incredible because last year people were just throwing fastballs by him, and then especially away from him and up, you could just throw him 3 fastballs in a row every time, and if somebody hit their spots, there was nothing he could do to combat that. He had kind of a loop in his swing where he couldn't get there, and he really worked hard on that this offseason. And he came into spring training covering balls that he never covered before, but he's always been a good strike breaking ball hitter, but now he's hitting fastballs too. So, when he stays in the zone, he can be a really, really tough hitter. Jordan Walker, on the other hand, a guy who I feel like just needed big league reps because he hits the ball so hard all the time, and whether that's on the ground at 115 or in the line at 115, that's hard to catch, you know. So you've seen him though, kind of his bat is starting to flatten out a little bit, level off a little bit. He was kind of aimed down for a minute there. His angle was down, but you know what? He's on time now, which is the main thing. I think he might have just been a little bit late, and so now he's getting on time with these pitchers, and you're seeing him launch balls and hit balls as hard as anyone in the game.
But if you're gonna get back in this division, 9 games is nothing at this point. But if you're gonna get back, I know you're gonna score runs. It's gonna come down to you in the starting rotation. So like, are one-ias looking to like kind of start the engine up?
One-ias.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you go out there tomorrow and go 7, punch out 10, like hand the ball in next guy, like a friendly competition.
Yeah,
battle.
always we are. I mean, that's the internal competition. Our starting rotation the last few times through has stepped it up a lot better. We've been pitching better. We still can get better. We can always get better and improve more. But I feel like our starting rotation has come alive. Jordan Hicks at the back end of the bullpen's been
really
incredible lately. He's got the best stuff in all of the game. Yeah. No one can tell me otherwise. And so you know, when people step into the right roles too, that helps everybody else settle into the roles that they're supposed to be in. And you'll see Gio thrive in the 8th. Jordan's doing a great job in the 9th. We just got to get those guys the ball, and we have a couple of guys in the middle of that bullpen that are doing a great job for us too. So as starters, like you said, Woody Williams told me back in the day, if you want wins, you got to go 7. You know, so that's still a starter's job, no matter what anybody tells me. A starter, you're supposed to go 7, 8, 9 innings. You just are.
I love that. That's old school. That's old school. Hey, we appreciate you joining us, man.
It should be school. Shouldn't be old school.
All right. That's school.
Pitchers. Where's the camera I'm looking at?
There.
Pitchers. 7, 8, 9. Nothing less. Don't be satisfied with 5. That's horse crap.
I mean, unless your bullpen's stacked.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No. Don't put it on that.
That's the manager in him.
Wait, how was Dino as a manager? Was he
Because
good?
listen, as a starter, if you hand the ball up after 5, that means you probably got 3 or 4 pitchers coming in behind you.
Yeah.
The odds of somebody of those 4 having a bad day are greatly improved over 1 or 2 guys for sure.
How was he as a manager?
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Except for he kept taking me out after 4 every time.
It was
we were
pitch
sitting
count
going,
based.
What the heck?
It was pitch
count
based, everything.
45 is just too many.
You're gone.
Jeez.
Hey, can I keep
Did
this?
you work on your PFP? I was a little concerned in the Cuba game.
All right.
You were kind of falling over yourself.
I was concerned too. Look, my back. I'm an old man for this game. My back was in a very bad spot during the WBC. We found ways to make it work.
We did.
I couldn't get over my front leg to throw a fastball harder than 84, and I couldn't bend over to get a ground ball. If everybody would have known that, they would have just laid like 15 bunts on a row and taken their chances.
You're one of our favorites. Good luck tomorrow. Appreciate you staying in time.
Back's good now, though. Here we go.
Ready to go.